Today we're going to talk about building a landing page using instapage.com. So if you haven't already, sign up for an account. They let you make one landing page for free. So we're going to create landing pages that not only look nice, but they actually entice people and get people to click buy or sign up, because that is your ultimate goal. So I'm going to switch over and share my screen with you guys so we can build this together. All right, so heading on over to Instapage. Once you log in, you get this dashboard here. Sorry, present that to everybody. Okay, so I have a whole bunch built, and you should too. But the only way to do that is to upgrade your membership, and I highly recommend you do that. But to start, I would just create your first landing page and see how you like it. So we're just going to create our new page. So up here on the left, you're going to want to create new page. And then you have an option to upload or drag and drop. So upload is if you already bought a template, because there's templates for sale on like Theme Forest and just all over the internet. You can find different Instapage themes. But you probably want to use drag and drop because you can use the themes they already have included. And they actually just, in the last couple of weeks, they just created more themes. So for today, we're going to do a drag and drop. So click that. Okay, so then it's a little faster today. Should close Illustrator out. Okay, so now we get to our choices. They have lead generation, click through webinar pages, mobile app, and thank you page. We want to build a lead generation page today because we want a page where people land on. They're given some information, maybe a video, and they're encouraged to fill out your form to either get a consult from you or download your PDF or buy your program. So that's what we're going to do today. So you're going to want to click the lead generation category. You don't have to use these. You could use a thank you page, whatever you like best. But I really like the lead generation options they have on here. So we're going to use that one. Oops, I'm just closing this out. Sorry guys, should have done this before. Okay, just want to not slow it down this time. Okay, now Illustrator's closed. Okay, done. So let's see. I like a lot of these. You can choose whichever one you want. They're really going to be the same. We're going to add the same information. I'm going to walk you through all the steps, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to pick this very basic one. You can preview them. If you click preview, it'll blow it up and show you what it looks like. But you don't have to make it look that way. You can completely rearrange everything. So I'm going to edit this one. I like to build my own a lot of times. As you go on, you can experiment and see if there's anything that you like to, like a way that you like to build them or what. So you can build them from scratch. I do it all the time. But today, using this template, you're going to want to name your page. So I'm just going to say whatever it is. You can always change. This is really more for you to keep track on that dashboard when you first logged in. You can change the actual web page name and description later on and add keywords. That's later on. You don't have to worry about this. So just name this something you would want it to be, so you can remember. Okay. Oops, sorry. So once you named it, just click continue. It'll reload and bring you to the actual builder. Come on, I thought if I closed Illustrator, this would go faster. All right, so just talking about the top here. So on the top left, there's a house. That's obviously the home. Variation A, if you click that, it'll let you create other variations of the page. This is really good for testing them to see which one converts more. Today we're only going to create one variation because that's for the free version. That's what it lets you create, one page. But once you sign up for your account, you can create multiple variations and test them and see which one works different. So when I say variations, what I mean is maybe you're going to have a different background. So let's say you have 3 variations. So on A, you have a blue background. B, you have a green background. And C, you have a red background. Or you're changing the actual headline. So right now it says your simple headline goes here. Maybe in A, we're going to say, get my 5 secrets. And on B, we're going to say, find your path to success, and see, so on and so on. So you're just going to test different things. You're going to make them slightly different in some way so you can test and see which one converts better. Because maybe your headline will be wrong on your first variation and people aren't going to find it enticing. So you want to try out different headlines, different pictures, maybe different positioning of the form. So, but like I said, today we're just going to do variation A. Right next to variation A, there's a screen with a drop down. As you can see, it lets you choose between desktop and mobile. Again, creating like a different look, different variation. Just leave that as it is because we're going to leave it on desktop version. Next to that, there's settings. Go ahead and click that, and then you'll see it brings up other options. So your background is going to be background image for the entire page. Fonts, that's kind of cool. So it makes you use the fonts that they already have pre-installed here, but they have a kind of a lot of choices. Let's see, they have 21 choices. So as you can see, so here on font style 17, that would be the kinds of, they have the headline and the paragraphs, so you can see what they would look like. Oh, here, I'm just going to click it so you can see the change. See how it changed? The only way to get your own fonts in here that I found is to put text on a image. So I'm just going to click done. You can actually go right in there now, actually go back into the fonts and find the one that you like, or you can do that later, but I'm just going to pick one for now. Okay, on custom. I never saw that. Oh, right. I did see this, of course. I'm so sorry. So this is where you can create your own combinations. So you can choose your own headline fonts out of what they've given you. So we'll choose this one. And then paragraph font, I'm going to choose this one. Sorry, I completely forgot about this. So here, so now you can see it completely changed what it looks like. Anyway, but you're still limited to their fonts. So once you found your font, SEO, you can click that, but we're going to do that later. That's the page title, keywords, your description, your link URL, and your favicon. I already have a favicon, so I'm just going to, you can just upload anything. I'm just going to upload my favicon right now. If I can find it. No, I'm going to skip that because I'm not sure where I put it. I think it's in my company graphics. But. All right, so that's SEO. Conversion goals. You want to tell it what you want your goal to be. So do you want form submissions? Do you want people to click on the links on the pages? I think there's another option here. External conversion tracking. You don't have to worry about that one. So I would say your goal is not links on pages, unless you're sending them to another page instead of filling out a form, which we would not be using this layout for. Some landing pages will give you the information, maybe a video, headline, pictures, and then it'll say click here to sign up. And then once you click that, you go to a page that's appearing on the screen right now, a page like this. I think that's good for qualifying leads. They're going to take the extra step if they're actually interested, but for today, we're just going to do it this way. This is the easiest way to get leads. Like I said, I think when you have the 2-step system in place, people have to go to a page, read about it, then click sign up, and just, that's good for qualifying leads, like I said, but it's too many steps for someone that's just researching, getting their interest out there and figuring out about you. So I would track form submissions. You can leave it links on pages too. I'm just going to leave it. Okay. Go back to settings. Analytics. So this will give you this. You can Instapage will track the statistics, how many people visited, how many people filled out your form. But if you have Google Analytics installed, you're going to want to enter your UA number in this box right here. See, if you click full stats, it'll bring you to a page about your page. It'll look like this. So it would have your variations listed, the number of visitors, the number of conversions, the rate at which they're converting, the percentage, and the improvement from the days to days. You can pause it or trash it from there. But obviously we have no statistics because we're just starting, so I'll close that out. And then finally, we're going to go, let's see, HTML, CSS. I don't worry about that unless you have some custom HTML that you want to include in there, but I never really do. JavaScript, again, never on the JavaScript, and page history will just tell you the changes that you've made. And of course, we haven't made any yet. So I can click done, and we'll go on. I just like to give you a little background on how everything works, so that way later on you're not confused on how to do anything. The final button here is Add New. Add New lets you add any new element to your page. Instapage works in sections, even though it doesn't appear in sections on the actual web page when it's hosted or published. It does appear in sections here. So like this gray box here at the top here, that's section 1. And then this white here would be section 2. See how there's that dotted line right there, which you can drag and make bigger or smaller. That is a new section. So here goes headline for your video. That's section 3, and so on and so on. So if you need to add an extra section, you can just click one and it'll ask you where. See, add a new section here. Headline would be adding a new headline, a new paragraph, a new image, a new video, which I think I use YouTube. Let's see, it supports YouTube. So when I clicked image or video, it popped up. A new button, forms, shapes, map, social, and HTML. Again, I don't use HTML, but you can see here how the video came up from YouTube. Instapage is sometimes a little confusing, so there's buttons here that appear on every element. So you can see down here, this is the duplicate button to take the exact same element that you created and created again. Arrange is to bring it to the front or the back. So let's say right now it's on top of my headline. So let's say I want it in the back of my headline. See how it goes to the back. And then trash, and then edit. So edit's going to be your most important button. So if you click it, for every element, it'll give you options. So right here, it wants to know the link of your video. So you put that in if you're doing a video. Then the progress bar and auto start. I don't recommend using auto start. Well, it kind of depends. I feel like my video is really important. I'll use auto start. But I think most people kind of feel it annoying to be annoying. And if it's on the front, like here, if it was right next, show your awesome features here. If my video was appearing right there, then I might have auto start because it's clearly important. But if my video was appearing maybe down here, like what this video is, I wouldn't have auto start. Nobody even is going to see it. They're not going to know it's there. They're going to be searching for it. I wouldn't do that. But if you're going to have a video at the top and it's really important, I would have it auto start. So I'm just going to delete that for now. So I'm going to show you. So when you add, I'm actually not going to add here. So this is our form, right? So click it and see the edit that comes up. Everything has a different edit. Like I said, every element does. So it's a form. So it has button style, form style, redirect, which is when you click the button, where are you going? Integration, so you can integrate it with everything. MailChimp, I think Salesforce, Aweber, Constant Contact, GetResponse, Webhook. The list goes on and on. It actually has a lot of options. I use MailChimp, and with the socially famous system, that's what we recommend, and that's what we will be using in the future. So I definitely say use MailChimp. But you can use anything that you already have. And then multi-step is if your form has multiple steps that they have to go to fill out to get to their end result. So let's say you wanted to click their name and email address, and the next step would be click their, I don't know, identifying information, their actual address, things like that. That's what this would be for. You don't have to worry about that either today, since we're just doing a basic one. So button style is kind of important for this. It lets you choose whatever colors you want, and so you can see how it's changing. But I actually like to upload my own, so then I can control the exact look of the button at all times. Form style, like that. It'll just actually, so here, form colors. It'll change the color of the form. See how my fonts just changed? The field is what you're typing in, and the label color. Has a lot of different options. You're going to want to play around with them all. If anything, your most important things are, what questions are you asking in the form? So this form asks name, email, phone number. You might have more than that. It also wants you to check mark, I accept the terms and conditions. You may need that, you may not. I usually just do name and email because that's good enough for what I'm doing. But you might want to ask some qualifiers. So qualifiers are questions that you ask a lead to see if they are someone you can work with. For example, let's say that I am a fitness instructor and I am offering my top 5 tips for getting healthy. I might want to include a question that says, what are your goals? Are they weight loss? Are they getting toned? What you want to lower your blood pressure? What are your goals? So that way I know what area they need help with. Then I might ask a second question. I might ask, when are you looking to accomplish this? I want to know what their urgency is. Are they looking to figure out their goals now? Are they willing to wait to lose weight? I mean, what are they up to? What are they trying to do? You might want to ask some qualifying questions. So that's the first thing. You want to make sure you know what questions you're asking in your form. Then you want to redirect will do at the end. Integration. So like I said, if you have MailChimp, which you should for our program, click it and sign up. So with MailChimp, you're going to have to get an API number, which we'll go over later. And you're going to want to connect it. See, if you already have your API, you'd see that it pulls up your lists. So I'm going to want to connect mine to my socially famous stars, acquire an opt-in, which means that let's say I go on the landing page. I'm the public. I go on your landing page. I fill out your form. I click submit. Now I've been added to your mailing list, or just your lead list or your PDF opt-in list, whatever you want to call it. I like to require an opt-in confirmation, which means after they sign up, they get an email saying, you're sure you want to sign up? You definitely did this. Click here to continue. A verification email, you know. I like to do that. That way I double confirm that they're interested and they know what to get and they're expecting it. So I click continue. We'll go over the API later. It's getting your API. It's actually really easy, but you don't have to have it just to build a landing page. So I'm just going to go ahead and start building my page like I normally would, so you guys can watch. So what I do first is I always work on my logo. I put my logo in the top, always. I'm just going to upload it. I have a million photos on my Insta page, so finding the right one sometimes takes time. Now this is a cool feature. So since I started my logo, it's an image. I'm going to show you what we did. So once the image gets uploaded, you'll see that it says image name, alt name, folder. Image name, I just kind of leave as it is. But alt name, this is where you want to make sure that you're telling search engines what your image is about. So my image is my Stephanie Wyatt digital publicist logo. So I usually put exactly what it is. So Wyatt digital publicist logo, and then sometimes I say marketing, advertising, publicity, social media, PR, any sort of keyword. A lot of times I put that in there. When you're done, you want to click insert image. Don't forget to use the alt name. You want to make sure you have keywords or titles and descriptions for everything. Otherwise, you're missing out on valuable search engine optimization. So, put in your alt name. It can be any keywords. haven't yet talked about our keyword list building, but we will. And it's something that is ongoing that you're going to have to change a lot and test. But you want to at least put something in there, at least just to start with until we get your keyword list built. So now I can just drag and drop. That's the cool thing about Instapage, just drag and drop. If you guys aren't getting it yet, that's absolutely fine. Sound off in the discussion. But I've had help so many people figure. I mean, this is so easy to figure. Instapage, once you get it, you're absolutely gonna love it. So I'm just gonna resize it like I normally do, and then let's see. All right, so once I get my logo in, I don't like this color. So see here on this left-hand side, there's a reposition. I can move. There is trash and this blue pencil. If you click that, this lets you choose the background image for this section. In the beginning, we talked about Instapage having sections, and then it has an actual background for the entire website. This is the background for the section. So it goes with colors or images. So let's say I like images. So I'm going to go upload an image. And I will show you. Use a stock image. Again, you want to do the alt name on this image as well, because otherwise you're having an image on there that means nothing to Google or Yahoo, and you want to tell them what it's about. Even with stock images, I always put the alt name. Larger images take a little bit longer to upload on Instapage. It can be a little slow. Of course, when I'm helping you guys do this, my little dog is sleeping. Let's take a little nap. Okay, what happened? Sorry, guys, give me one more time. If I don't touch anything, it'll go faster. Excuse me. All right, looks like it's almost there. Alt name again. I just put in something related to what this is. Okay, so now you can see that it changed the background, which I like so much more than the gray. And I actually get see on the right hand side here, there's a. I'm always pointing at the computer, guys, and then I realized that no one can see me. All right, so see this line here? That is because the image is too small. It hasn't been stretched. So let's say you have that problem. You click the blue pencil again, and then you have these options here. Normal, that cuts it off because the picture's too small. Tile, that gives you that line on the right hand side here again. And stretch, that just stretches the image. If your image isn't too big, you're going to lose the pixels. It's going to look, what's the word I'm searching for? Grainy? No. Blurry. It's going to look blurry. So mine's actually okay. It looks. The other option is stretching the background to the edges. If I unclick it, see how it just boxes it in. So those are your options here. I like the boxed in look, and you can move it too. So if you watch, see how my little bubbles or my little lights are changing? That's a good feature to have in case you have an image. Like I have images with, like, let's say roads on it, like a highway. So sometimes I want to make it look like you're driving down the highway. So I just move the positioning until I get the road where I want it. All right. So here, so what I'm going to offer today is my social media workbook. I already have paid for it, but on my new one. So then I go with my headline. I want to tell people what this is about. You don't have to have a headline. I recommend headlines. It grabs their attention, has them read it right away, so they know what it's about. So a lot of times a good way to do this is to ask a question. So. That's my headline. So like right now I made an error. So I didn't see that there's already a headline here. Your simple headline goes here. I'm just going to delete it. I should have typed it in that box. It's not a big deal. I can just make this as big as I want it. So that's the text. So if you take the text, you click on the text. You can edit it and make it however you want. So edit, remember that edit button? Okay, I'm going to select everything. I made it bold already, so now I'm going to make it big, 42 pixels. So your headline has to be something that immediately grabs people's attention. A question, a bold statement, something that automatically piques their interest. So, I mean, when you want to grab everyone's attention as soon as they log on to what? I'm going to add maybe I'm going to say they get on Facebook. So this, since we use the template, it already has like a whole bunch of stuff, as you can see, already pre-formatted on here. I'm not going to go through everything. We're just going to worry about this top part right now on actually building it. If you want to know, again, what sections you need to include on your landing page, download the landing page workbook that I have in the course. That'll go through every section that you should have on your landing page. So we're just going to work on the form and the call to action button, the headline, and these text boxes over here. I mean, these other sections are cool too, because obviously you're going to show your visitors all the other awesome features, like it says, tell more about your company, things like that. I like to, so it depends, like if I was selling, when I'm selling a program, like my Social Famous program, I would need all these sections because I want to make sure everyone sees the benefits, the value, can watch a video, hear from my other customers, like down here, customers love your company, a testimonial. I want to make sure they get all the information. For a simple PDF to opt in, a lot of times I'll just do this first part here about the fold with the form. Sometimes I'll do a second section, maybe going over either the benefits or why they need it, something like that. So anyway, so once we get our headline, then a lot of times I just work on the form. So add a title. So the title might be get your copy of we talked about the form and what you need to have. So I'm just going to go over what I need. Let's see. I don't need this phone number form. So see how when I'm hovering over it, I can edit it by clicking this little button. Or I can delete it, which is what I'm going to do, because I only need their name and their email. And then I don't need this other section here. So just delete whatever you don't need. And then it says super strong call to action. I'm going to want to edit my button. So you want to give them something like load now. Oops, okay. Well, I'm going to do that. On down here it says, a lot of these templates come with this 100% privacy, will never share information. I don't mention anything about spam. You don't want to put them on the fence, or you know you're not going to spam them. You know you're not going to sell their email address. Hopefully that's in your privacy policy on your website. Hint, hint. I don't even mention anything about spam. I don't even want them thinking about spam. I just delete that always. A lot of people have the disclaimer on there. I figure as long as I have my privacy policy on my website that's updated and explains what I do with your email addresses, I don't want to mention spam. So I'm just going to delete that. Now I'm going to move this over a little bit. So sometimes you run into this problem here where you move something over and then it gets stuck here on the right-hand side. Best way to make these text boxes is just to make them smaller here. So not smaller than it. Let me see. And then you get full use of it. And see how this green line appeared here? That's to center it. So keep track of that. So on the right-hand side here is where you're going to want to either put the features of the PDF. So again, let's say for me, you want to grab everyone's attention as soon as they get on Facebook. Mine might say, learn what kind of headlines get readers to click. Or that might be my first feature. My second feature might be includes real life templates you can use now. The features of what your PDF is or your offer is. Or what you could do is the benefits of it. So it could say, get more Facebook leads now. Then the second one might be convert leads to clients, or you might want to do my third kind of thing is, so my first one is the features. Second one is benefits. Or you can do who needs this. So if you want to grab everyone's attention, you might say up here, I might say, you need my guide if you're struggling to use Facebook. You don't know what to post. You want to make money off of it. Things like that. So you, again, either do features on the left-hand side here of the PDF or offer, do benefits, what they're going to gain from this, or do you need this if. So once you've done your features, again, I don't need these sections. I'm going to delete out the last sections I don't need. See, here's this. The way they have this one set up is these are the features of the PDF and these are the benefits. A lot of times I will do that. So I just had a customer, and she is a health and wellness coach. And for her, we did the features here on the left-hand side. And then down here, we did not benefits. We actually did, you need this if. You're struggling to lose weight, you don't know what to eat, you don't know what snacks to have, your family's not included in your healthy living habits, things like that. So a lot of times I will do both sections. So whatever's the most important. So a lot of times the features, what are the features of your offer, or the benefits I usually say are the top contenders for this first box. And then down here, the top contender for me is always, you need this if. So make sure to fill out both of those sections. And then if you have testimonial, go ahead and throw this in. Change this section up. You can upload their own picture. So again, click the image, go to edit, upload your own photo. I'm going to delete it because I don't have it. All right, and then the last part is the footer. So I usually just do, like it says now here, it says copyright 2015 Instapage. I just change it to copyright 2015 Stephanie White. Okay. So once you're done adding everything, you connected your form to MailChimp. You redirected it. So you won't have this option as a free user. Well, you will, but you can't redirect it to another page on Instapage. You can redirect it to your blog, your homepage, whatever. But let's say we are going to make a thank you page. So a page that they go to once they fill out this form. You need one of those pages. You can't have it as a free user through Instapage. So you can either, again, make it on your website or upgrade your membership on Instapage. So for me, I'm going to do my redirect, and I always go to a thank you page. So it says landing page on Instapage or outside URL. Easiest way is just to link it to a landing page on Instapage that you already built, which I know you didn't. we will later talk about thank you pages. But anyway, I choose my thank you page. See, I have goal sheet thanks, writing 101 thanks, and link it. Thank you message. This message is going to appear on your screen, on their screen, once they click download now on your button. So make sure it's something. I usually do go thank you, please hold, please wait. That way they know something else is happening. And then click done. And then finally, back to settings and SEO. So again, we're going to discuss SEO at a later point. But this is where you would go in and again put your title, your keywords, and your description. For now, you might want to say something. I wouldn't say my name first. Download or let's see. Facebook cheat sheet, because that's what it is. Words. We're going to go over all this later. Keywords. No one really uses them. Kind of Yahoo. You can use them if you want. You can also hide this page from the search engines. That might be a good idea sometimes. But for most of my PDFs, I don't hide it from the search engines. If you do hide it from the search engines, you don't need the title and the description. And the description again, download my free guide to A's, always capitalized. Probably because I'm obsessed with Pretty Little Liars. Hope you guys got that. I love that show. All right. So then, when it looks good to you, you can click publish. Once you click publish, it'll save your page. Again, it's going to ask you saying, hey, the mobile version, you don't have a split test, which are those variations. You can do that later on. I'm just going to continue. So the final thing is to connect it. So if you are a free user, Instapage is your only option really for making it a page that people can go to. So if you clicked that, it would ask you what you want. So you could just say Facebook, because that's what that is. It's hosted on your own thing. But we're going to connect it to WordPress. So click WordPress. Now, if you hadn't installed the plugin on your WordPress website, install the plugin now by clicking down here. If you have already done that, send to WordPress. And then go to your website. So here I am. So on the left-hand side of your black dashbar, you're going to want to click Instapage or hover over it. There we go. And then click Add New. So that'll appear over here. This will appear after you install the plugin. So click Add New. I'm not going to connect mine, but I'm going to show you the steps you have to take. Sorry, guys. So slow. And it came out. And type in my password. Awesome. Yes, I know. I don't know, my boyfriend hasn't even logged into this, to my website. Not exactly sure why. I feel like I'm having some technical difficulties here. Type in my password. There we go. All right. So again, black dashboard on the left. Hover over Instapage. Click Add New. These are the final steps. I hope you guys are excited. I'm really excited for you. If you haven't finished your landing page, that's fine. Just watch this and just follow along so you know how to do it when you're done. Or, of course, you can always rewatch this. Okay, so now Add New Instapage is going to want to ask you for the title of the page, the custom URL. Title is really just for you. So Facebook, LinkedIn, especially famous. This is the URL though, so I might want to say Facebook sheet because that's what it is. what Insta page. This test one is the one we just built, so make sure that you've selected the one that you just built. And then the final step is a normal page, just a page that they land on. A home page, you can build your, well, actually the whole website off Insta page, but you could build your home page off Insta page. So it is a normal page, a home page, or a 404 error page. This is just my normal page. It's just a regular opt-in page. So I'm going to click normal page and then publish, and you're done. So now you can double check. I'll go to that URL and you can see what it looks like, and if there's any errors or anything you need to change, just go ahead and make those changes right on Instapage by logging in and going to the dashboard. So that's it. We've built our first landing page. I'm really excited. Again, in the the workbook section of the building classes, you will find the landing page guide, so you remember all the things you need to include on your landing page. So that is in your class section, and if you have any questions, feel free to shout out on the discussion boards. Thanks, guys.